All right. So now for the first time, we will create dashboards in Tableau. I'll just do the what I was going to do a time series part, and then we'll move on to dashboards in Tableau. Any question that anyone has?
When will we do coffee
from last time? No.
So Shani, my question is, with which data I should make a connection now, as it's all new to me. Now,
As in, which data as in?
I mean, which file will we use today? I mean, which
Oh,
data source?
I'll tell you. Yeah, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
You guys want to quickly do the coffee case study first?
Yes, please.
Yeah. All right. Let's do that quickly.
I just want to match all the questions.
Okay. So somebody will have to guide me. Okay. Question number 1 is Shani, do this, and then I'll work on it.
Yeah.
Did I save the file for you? No. What did I save it as? Okay, let me open this only. Coffee case study.
Ishani, how to highlight this single row in the table?
Single?
Row in the table. Let's say I have.
You can like highlight as in what do you want to do?
I mean, I just want to color a single row in the table. That's it. I mean, it can be done through calculated field, but that's a long step, I've felt.
Oh, okay. When you say row, do you mean row like this? A row?
Yes,
or
like if I want to just highlight this Florida 386
Okay.
1244 entire row, I want to highlight.
All right. How will you do this? Okay. Let's see if I do it in the might do for all, right?
This
Yeah.
will do for all, yes. There's one more option like calculated field, but yeah, I just wanted to, if there's inbuilt function for this.
I don't know.
Okay.
But
in question number 1, I didn't do the good job. Yes, I could find everything, but I just wanted to highlight in the way.
All right. What was question number 1? Yeah, over here I have it too. Okay, question number 1. Let me open the questions as well. Case study. So question number 1 says, compare the budget in the profit sales with the actual sales and the profit and write your findings. So what was the finding? This doesn't look like question number 1.
So I have. So actual sales and actual profit is greater, and product ID 2 is something that is the driving factor.
Okay, the only thing is, what have you taken it against? Because it's not clear in my question. Nobody asked me this question also. Compare the budget sales and profit for what? With respect to what? Are you doing it based on area code, on product ID, what?
Product ID, I have product ID.
Product ID. Okay, so if I do it on product ID, what all do I need? I need my product ID. Somewhere it is there. And then I need my profit, budget profit, budget sales, and profit and sales, correct?
Yes.
All this information I need. And then next, what did we do?
Just compare.
Using which visual?
That's where I find the challenge.
Others, which visual do you think is suitable for comparing this budgeted profit versus profit and budgeted
Line.
sales versus sales?
Line graph. is
Line charts typically should be used when you have some timelines involved in it,
Yes.
like over a period of time when things happen. Then
Stack bar as well, but it's not helping.
stack bar is not a good choice. Stack bar not a good choice. You have done similar thing. You have already done something similar in the sessions.
Scatter plot.
Shani, you can do
Scatter.
Scatter is only for, I mean, like two
We
majors
have
are there.
more than 2 or 3 majors to compare.
Remember we did column and a line.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was waiting for my
Remember
turn.
we
to
did
ask.
column and a line. So I would do a little rearrangement over here. For example, profit and budget is there, correct? We
Yes.
swap it. So this is budget profit, this is profit, correct? And then budget sales and sales. Remember we did this thing, we put it on the dual axis.
Okay, this I have done,
Right.
but I didn't do the dual axis.
And then profit, I'll put it as a, let's say a column chart. And the budget, I'll put it as a, you can put it as a line chart, right? And if you want to bring something in front of the other, just swap it a little bit, it comes up over here. Right? This could be one. Another thing could be, instead of line, this could also be a bar, right? But for this bar, we can decrease the size, something like this. These are very popular in the industry. They are called lipstick charts or bullet charts. Okay, this is another way of presentation in which you are able to see if I have to read this data, budgeted was this much and how much we did profit was this much, right? So in places, in few places, we have seen that our profit was less than the budgeted profit, especially in this product. The product number 13 has been one crucial product in which whatever was the budgeted profit is way lesser than the profit. So this could be one way of doing it. And similarly, you can do over here, sales again, make it a bar chart. Budgeted sales also will create a bar chart and we will overlap them by making it on dual axis. Make sure it's synchronized. Like in this case, it's not synchronized again. So we'll synchronize axis. Over here, we'll synchronize our axis and the budgeted profit and the budgeted sales is a red one. Budgeted sales is this one. I'll go and decrease the size of the column again. And then we can swap it to make it in front and back. So this gives you a very good idea, right? How many times we were above the budget and how many times we were not able to meet the budget. Yep.
Yes.
Colors can be a little subtle. These colors are too bright, the budgets. So that over there, that part we can always improve, edit the colors. This is also too bright red. It's too bright. The color combination is very poor in my case. I don't like to do the coloring myself. I think I've told you about this coolers. It helps me to understand which color goes well with others because like you've seen my product, it doesn't look good. But this could be one way of predicting, doing it. And this is a kind of these are called many names, bar in bar chart, lipstick charts, bullet charts. Okay. So what is the insight we are generating out of it? Guys, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Shani.
Okay. So what do we want to, what is the insight you're generating out of it? I'll just play around with the colors till you answer. Simple, right? You have, what could be, what is the worry area? Like over here in the profit, the worry area became this product 19. This was our worry area because over here, whatever was budgeted is, we did not meet anything. But in case of sales, whatever was the budgeted sales, we have pretty much met it in most of the cases, except for the first three. And that also the difference is not very huge. Correct? So it went well. Sales wise, it was better. Profit wise, few places, yes, we have not been able to meet. And the worry area is only this product 13, which should be highlighted.
Yes.
Are you trying to do it and that's why I'm not getting any response, or something is not clear? The other one.
The measure name I did find.
Say it
How
again,
to
please.
calculate the measure name?
How to do what, Arshad?
Yeah, measures name. Yeah,
Yes.
coloring.
So the color, see, basically what are measures? When you're dropping so many measures into your visualization, those are called measures name. So it's taking collectively saying all the 4 measures have been given 4 colors. Okay. So it's not that you drop something called measure name over here. When you're dropping over here, this fields, it is creating this legend for you already.
But in my table, the measure name is not showing.
What is showing up over here?
There's some profit, some budget. Can I share?
That's okay. Yeah, but it's the same thing, right? What is the measure? Measure is not a field in itself, right? You do the dual axis, you have not done that. So it's still there are 3 different charts sitting here, right? On top of each other. Just do dual axis, right click on the budget profit. And something is odd in your table. How come the last one is so high? Have you sorted it based on the products? No, based on something you've sorted. You don't have to sort in this case. Right? Dual axis, the other one also you'll do dual axis, synchronizing the axis. Yes. All right. Now
Yes.
go to the marks card of the budgeted profit and budgeted sales and reduce the size of it. Not the profit, budgeted profit and the budgeted sales. Reduce the size so that they don't overlap each other this much. Even you can reduce it even further, make it thinner. More. Yes. And similarly, you can do for the other one. And the last bit would be to synchronize the axis. Try to make it as much as the one that you did on the top. That's it. Synchronizing is important.
How to do synchronize?
Go to the budget profit axis, right click. The axis on the vertical axis. Where you see budget profit on the axis 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, the axis. Yes, right click and synchronize it. Correct. Do the same at the bottom. Correct.
Yes. Thank you.
All
Sean.
right.
All right.
You're
Now I
welcome. So this is question number 1. What about question number
Shani, one thing. We can I can see a budgeted sales in minus why so in my case
budgeted sales is
in minus means 0K, then it's minus 50K and minus 100K.
It's not yeah, it is going because profit, if you see the profit of product ID, it's 1 minus 231. And since there is one negative value, that's why it might be happening. You see over here, there's a little bit gap between 0 and this line. Do you see the small gap?
Yes.
Versus over here, there's no gap.
Yes.
This is because it is picking up the negative axis. But this value of minus 231 is too tiny on a scale of 10,000. That's why it's not really showing up on the lower axis.
Okay, but in my case,
But
budgeted.
it's a negative value that has been plotted, and hence your negative scale would be there.
Okay. Is it same in the budgets? I mean, in budget profit, it is fine. In budget sale, it's showing negative.
So you can
Is it an internet issue with Shani?
sorry, my
Was it
connection
mine?
got disconnected.
I thought it's mine.
So over here, you can change that. So let's say if I put as minus this and fixed as 42 and that's it. Close it. So over here, nothing changed. It is not very visible. Hold on.
Sales and budget sale are good. Budgets.
With the major axis, sorry, I'm doing it the wrong place. Let the range be automatic. It doesn't matter. We are worried about our tick point. So this should be fixed. Origin is 0. Right? And what is the interval? Like right now, that's what has been done. 100,000, 10,000. So over here, if you change the interval, let's say 1,000, it'll look very bad. Now you should be able to see. Come down. You see how small these intervals are showing up now? But you know, when Tableau does it, more or less it makes sense how to do it. It takes a good care of these kind of things of major axis and minor axis. So typically you don't have to change it. But in case you need to do it, you do a right click, you do edit axis, and you go to tick marks, make it fixed and change the intervals over here.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, let's move to question number 2, guys. What is question number 2? It says create the top n parameters to find the top states based on profit for major market. Okay. Who did this? Who's going to help me in this?
Yeah.
Shweta. And who?
After that, everything easy, I felt.
So first thing is, if you read the question, it says, I want to find the top state based on profit. So my visualization should have states.
Yes.
My visualization should have profit.
Yes.
And I am
market.
concentrating on one market, which is major market. So if I have 10 markets or 20 markets and I want for us to do an insight generation for one particular market, what should we do?
Put in the filter.
Filter.
Put in the filter. So the first thing I would do is put the major market. So wherever the information of markets is there, I'll put this in the filter.
Please share the screen, Shani.
It is shared.
Yes. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so I want only major markets. So first thing, that's what I've done. Second thing, I need the state and I need the profit. So I'm going to pick the state. And I'm going to pick the profitability. Done. Next, what should we do?
Parameter for top n based on the profit.
For the parameter, where will you put this top n? On which field will you put top n?
Profit.
States.
So state
State
I've done
based
state.
on
Yes,
state based on
from
profit.
profit. Yes, state.
Correct.
Yeah.
So state is where you will apply the filter. And over here, we can do top by field. And instead of fixing as a number, we can put as a new parameter and we can create a parameter called top n. Right? Current value could be, let's say, 4. And maximum, there are not so many states. So you can make maximum 20, step size is 1. In fact,
10
20 size
because
is
there are
too
only
much.
7 or 8.
So 10 and then click OK and then we apply, click OK. And now there are 2 states which are showing up. So once I've created the parameter, I'm going to show the parameter. So 4 states. Now why 4 states are coming when why 2 states are
So-
showing up when I wanted 4?
Vishani, it's on parameter we have selected area votes on. It has to be on profit. No?
So yes, profit. Yeah, the edit that parameter.
Not the parameter. I think you want me to edit my filter.
Yeah, that.
This filter. This filter is wrong, you're saying. This
Top
is
end,
wrong.
Yeah, yeah, correct.
Parameter is just the value that is coming up.
Yeah,
So I'm applying it
sorry.
on this. Okay. So why again 3? Why 3 are coming and not 4?
Context filter we need to use.
Context filters are required. And where should I put the context filter? State
Over-
or major market. So context filter is put in the filter area when there are more than one dimension. But which one should I put in context?
State.
No. State already has a top end filter on it. So that is fine.
Market size.
Major market. I want top end state of what? Of major markets. So I want to make sure it's
Okay,
not
yeah.
considering all market, but major market. So it has to be add to context over here.
Ishani, in your view, context filter is required, but when I did it, it's not required.
It is required. How come your view
I
does not
can-
require it?
I can show that because I have filter only for major and then
Sure. Not possible. Without context filter, you can't do this.
this, you can see.
Increase the number of this. Keep increasing. See, where is 5? Where is 6?
This is New York. Yeah, this is New York is there. 6. Okay, New York's name is not coming. So you're telling? See, for me, it's same.
5. Okay, hold on.
That's
New
massive.
York 4, and then when you increase it,
This massive 5 is coming.
okay, and 6,
This all 5 plus 6.
Texas, 6
Yeah.
is
This
coming.
is New York is also coming.
No, but what have you done? You've put in detail the state, the profit, top end. Without that, how will it happen?
Yeah.
Remove it.
Yeah, I have removed it as a see same.
Keep on increasing once.
There are 7 or 8 only.
You know, this is might be one of the case, to be honest, Shweta,
Hmm.
because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
This is
7,
also
8.
New York
These
is
are-
also there, but New York's name is not coming.
No, do one thing. Go to show me and convert this into a table.
Okay.
The first visual. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Everything.
And how much you have put in top end? 9.
9 are there. Oh,
8.
9. California.
3 plus 3 plus
Okay.
2, 8. I was like, I know I wear my specs.
Okay, let me just add context. Then also it's showing the same.
And also it's not moving. Probably it's just the data is such, Shweta.
Or their
That-
data for 8 only. That I know.
Honey, what I'm saying is that,
Actually-
okay, let's do one thing, remove major markets. Let's see if the view changes at all or not.
Okay.
I guess the data is limited.
Yes.
See, no change. The data is such that it is not showing you any change, but without that, logically, it's not possible to apply these filters, not even in Excel.
Getting error
You
on
understand?
maps.
Yes. I just wanted to highlight this because even I did context and market, then it was showing the same thing, so I left it.
No. But you understood the reason behind it, right?
Yeah.
I somehow, the way the top N has been created in any of the tools that I've worked, it does not really work with mixing of the filters. It always requires some kind of interference to make sure the top N works separately.
Yes.
Okay. I guess the data is such that it was a win-win situation for both of us.
That's why I removed it. I thought it's added.
Okay, question number. So two
Yeah,
are.
I removed.
Ishani,
Oh. Question number 2.
Why? Bhagwan?
Yes.
there.
Can you all hear me?
Yeah, now, but previously it was.
Yeah, I'll just turn off my video. Actually, there's a function going on in my family. So every day I have to be out. Then I'm kind of capturing a conference room in this complex and sitting here. So I'm going to turn off my video because then the quality of the audio becomes better. All right, tell me.
Question number 2, I'm getting some error to unknown. Map is kind
Which
of
one?
not loading. The current one. Sufficient
Did you
internet.
save it in Tableau public and then you're trying to open it?
Let me share my screen.
Yeah, 1 second. Oh, edit location. Click on edit location to unknown, edit location, change it to United States, the country. You know, I stay in West Bengal, right? Calcutta. So over here, our chief minister says she's going to convert Calcutta into London and you're trying to bring California to India. That's what is happening.
Thank you.
Now you're getting 2 of them.
Yeah.
Increase, stop and see if it works or not.
Yeah, first I need to make
Works.
market size as a context. Let me see if
Okay.
Yeah, it's working.
Ishani, top N need to create it on
Thank
state.
you.
Excuse me, say that again.
Top N need to create it on state.
Top N is just a parameter. You can apply it on anything. But yes, top N need to be integrated on state. The reason you have to put it in the state, this filter, is because you want top of what? We want top 3 states. That is a question, right? So the filter will be on states. Yes. The top
Actually, I
N
have
filter.
created but not getting the right answer.
You want to share your screen? Again, same thing that Kshitij had, 2 unknowns because the country is wrong. So click on the 2 unknowns on your right bottom. Click on edit locations. Make California go back to America. Up the country where no, not this. The country is wrong. It's India. It's not India. These are in United States. Okay. That's it. Click OK at the bottom. Click OK. We are done.
Yes, thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Okay, move on. Let's do question number 3. What is the percentage of sales contribution of central market in both major and small markets? What is the percentage of sales contribution of central market in both major and small market? What did you guys use for this?
That is quick calculation that we have.
Table calculation.
Yeah, table calculation, yes.
You guys will have to use a table calculation for this question. So what do we require? We require, I don't know which questions I've done over here. God knows what I've done over here. I'll do it again. All my answers are not matching. Question number 3, central. Okay, so what we require over here are two things. One, we are interested in the size, the market size, as well as which market it is. And we are trying to find what is the percentage of sales contribution. So what we need to drop as a measure. So we need major and small. We need all the market names,
Sales,
and what we need is a sales value. Once I've put the sales value over here, next thing is what? I want to understand the percentage contribution of central in major and small market. So what should we do for this?
Put filter.
Filter, why?
quick calculation row wise.
Right. So what essentially, so you have to think what could be the output? What is the percentage of sales contribution of central in both major and small? So if central market is making X amount of money, what percentage of that is towards the total sales, correct?
Yes.
And how much was there in major and how much was there in the small market? That is what the question is. If central is X, total is this much, then what percentage of this X belongs to major? What percentage of this X belongs to small?
Percentage of total.
Total, sorry. Yes. What percentage of it, what percentage is in major and small? So what we are going to do, we are going to go to the quick table calculation. Over here, we are going to do a percentage of total. Now, what this is giving us? What is this giving you? This is saying if central is, let's say, 100, out of 100, 57% is in major and 42.43% is in small. So is this the question we were looking for or no?
No.
So we will have to do which one?
Table down.
Table down will give you based on major how much was it. Do we want to find that? We'll have to do tables. Remember in Excel pivot tables, there is row total, column total, grand total. When you do table across, you've done a row total. When you do table down, you've done a column total. When you do a table, you do a grand total. Correct?
But here we need the row total, right? Because question says
If I read what is the percentage of sales contribution of central market in both? No, if the question was what is the contribution? If the question was what is the percentage of central market?
okay, yeah. So
Based on
we
major and
also
small,
consider
then
the
it would
other
be yes,
markets as
but
well.
correct. So overall, 18.61 of central is in major, right? And 13.72 is a contribution of central to small markets. Okay, just to phrase it right, because depending on how we say it, it sounds very different. So let's do this thing. Question number 3. We are saying that 18 or close to 19% is contribution of central market to major, correct?
Yes.
And about 14% is contribution to small market. Kshitij, does this sound right now? Now it makes sense, right? 19% is the contribution of the central market to major and 14% to small.
Ishani. Ishani, how did we open that dialog box where we selected row wise or
Yes,
column wise?
so we are going to click on the drop down and go to edit table calculation. So how many of you have done? I think I'm only teaching Kshitij and Shweta and Deepika and Arshad today. And others are on mute mode.
Done, Ishani.
Have you done? No, others, have you finished it? Have you touched this case study or no?
Ishani, I have told you about my case, right?
Your thing is clear to me. What about others? Faisal, Hind, Sandeep, Saikar. Doing now. If you do now, then you've not looked at the questions properly. Tanu, what about you? Suman, Sunil, Neil, Pratibha? How many of you have actually finished it?
Ishani, I'm doing a little bit of slow. Shaka this
Okay. Okay. No, but have you gone through the questions at least once?
Yes, Ishani.
Yes,
Sure.
Ishani.
Yes, Ishani.
Okay, then it's good. All right, question number 4. This we've already done. Question number 5. Guys who have not attempted it previously, try to attempt now. Let's see. Which area codes in California have sales more than 6,000? Create a clear distinction between the codes and the others. How will you do this?
By the same way we have set it like by calculated field target and then color distinction.
Correct. But okay, let's evaluate what all fields do we need. This is how you will be able to identify by yourself what all. Somebody tell me, apart from Kshitij and Shweta and Arshad, apart from these 3, Deepika, apart from these 4 guys, who just tell me, you just need to tell me what all fields are involved in this visuals in the question number 5.
Shall I?
Sanjeev, go ahead.
We required say,
We need sales. Very good. And
and then we need, of course,
need-
California. Then we need state.
Ishani, for
so we
question
need
number 5,
California. So we need state.
State, yeah.
Yes, question number 5. So
we need area codes also.
I
Area.
need sales and I need
Then we need
state.
area location also. I mean, area location we're gonna filter.
And we need area codes, right? Area code will need. So tell me one thing, in area code, do we need all area code or area code of a specific state?
Just of
For
California.
specific
California
state,
only.
California only. we need.
Only California. In order to get a specific state, what is the standard procedure that we follow? If we
We
want a
can
specific data, we filter.
Filter.
So we are going to first go ahead, put drop state over here, look for California, which luckily is on the top, click OK. So we are only going to look at California now. And the second thing you said, we need area codes and you said we need sales. So we are dropping sales and area code over here, right? As soon as you do that, automatically what it has done, it has increased the size of the area codes depending on the it is some of the area codes, the circle are smaller because the sales is less, and the places where circle is larger means the sales is more. Okay, now I want to make a color distinction. So am I interested in the size of the circle in my question? Am I interested where or which area code the sales is happening more and where it is happening less?
Yes, yes.
Am I interested in knowing that?
No.
Are you? We are not.
We
No.
just want
What is the interest area? Interest area is to identify the area codes which has more than 6,000 as a sales.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay. So now what should I do? So remember we did that color distinction thing. We created a calculated field and we said that, okay, sales greater than,
6,000.
how much did I say?
6,000.
6,000. So we can make it
Ishani,
sales
6.
greater than 6,000. And that's what I'm going to write over here. If the sum of sales is greater than 6,000. And that's it.
Ishan, it will be 6,000. I think you wrote 60.
I did write 6, right?
Yeah. This is
Oh, my internet is lagging behind.
Yeah.
Oh, man. One second. Oh, today I'm behind in my internet is poor. Give me just a minute. Let me try to change the connection over here. Yesterday it didn't happen, correct? Oh, yesterday I was not in. No, yesterday I was not here only. Okay, let me know if it's better. Can you see the working on my screen?
Yes,
Yeah,
Shani. It's better for now.
It's better, right? Okay. So we are saying if the sales is greater than 6,000, correct?
But we have to apply
Well.
some condition.
Sum of sales.
Some of I did this.
Sum of cells. Yeah.
Why is it throwing error at me today? Field or the logical table named sales is greater already exist. Oh, I'd already created it because I've done some work. So over here, this is already there. And you may put a if function, you may not put a if function. It's the same thing. Over here, I put if and put if it's greater than 6,000 to true, otherwise false. And once this is there, then we are going to drop it in our colors. So this oranges circles are telling me that yes, these are greater than 6,000 sales and these the ones are lesser than 6,000 sales. Got it?
Yes, Shani.
Ishani, could you
Yeah, so
please show
anything
that
which
again?
is greater than 6. Yeah, I'll show it again. But interesting thing is anything which is greater than 6,000 is pretty much on the coast, except for barring this one. Most of them are in coast. So see, whenever you put on a geographical area, let's say if I was doing this case study and somebody came to me and said, okay, where should we open our next location? These kind of visualizations would be helpful, right? Where am I already getting sales? Is it affecting that it's inland versus outside? If most of the ones, the cafes that are located on the coast are getting more sales, then those are the places I should be looking for. In case there were some anomalies, like over here, these three are like a larger sales value, but they're inland, unlike others. Then what could be the reason for it? Based on the area code, where are they located? Like California is a big state and there are certain touristy places, like, you would have that Disney World and all those things are there. So it depends, are they located here and is it because of that the sales is high or what is the reason? So these kind of things should go in our mind when we're creating visualizations. Okay. So how did we create it? I went to and created total sales greater than 6,000 and wrote this formula over here.
And yeah, I did not create the true and false part in the sales.
That's okay, it will still work because
Yeah,
it
still
typically
work.
gives you true and false. Yeah, it
Yeah.
should work. A logical test will give you only two things, true or false. Should we move on?
Yes, Shani.
Yes.
Okay. Next question is, show the market-wise sales on geographical map. Which market has the highest sales? Now, when we say market-wise, can we plot the markets on the map?
You have to first hierarchy. Create the hierarchy.
No. To do that, what do I need? Even to do that, what do I need?
We need to create hierarchy, market, then a state.
So how will market go to a hierarchy? Is it a geographical role or is it a text?
So 6 you're talking, right? Yeah, market
Is it a text? Market is text.
text.
Correct? Can I push the market which is in text into a geographical role? I can't, right?
Yeah, first we need to change the data type.
So we have to change the data. How do we change the data? Do you guys remember? geographical roles, and create from.
Create from.
And what should I create it from? Area code or state?
State.
State.
State. So once I convert it into state, automatically now it goes into it. The market, state, and area code. Correct? Now if I had to plot question 6, I'll read the question once again. Show the market-wise sales on geographical map and which market has the highest sales. So over here, we want to drop the market now on a geographical map based on sales. So we will drop the sales value, and then we can click quickly on this area to divide it into 4 different parts. So this is East region, this is Central region, this is South region, and this is West region. So what is the conclusion when you look at this?
West.
Which markets are doing well?
West.
West is doing well. Central is also doing well. South side is what is weak for us. Correct. And these colors are pretty close to each other, right? West and Central. So it would be nice to drop the sales in the label as well to make a distinction, because see 272 versus 265, very close to each other. Then we want to highlight the one which is highest. So we can also do this min max kind of a thing and say, I want to put label only on the maximum one. Correct?
Yes.
And these labels also, since there's a darker background, I can make it, I think white would look better. So this is the West region has a total highest sales of 272, 264. So this had to do with, this question was particularly meant for converting it into a geographical role and then using it. Done?
Yes, Sushant.
Okay, next. Which are the top 2 and the bottom 2 states in terms of profit, and show it on a geographical map? This we have done something similar, I think yesterday only. Yesterday or day before. Top 2 and the bottom 2 based on profit. So this requires what?
Set.
Set. So
Combined
we
set.
will have to create combined. Yes. First you will have to create 2 sets, one with the top 2 states. Then you will have to create the one with the bottom 2 states. Then you will have to create a combined set of both, and then you can drop it. So I'll just drop it and see question number 7. So combined set, we will require the states and we require the sales value, and then we'll bring the top and bottom, drop it in the filter, and we want to only look at, so this is only showing the 4 states that I require, where it shows pretty much the California and Illinois has a higher sales, and your New Hampshire and New Mexico has a lower sales.
Inside.
Done. That's it. Any questions in this?
No, Ishani.
All right. So now I think we have already, we did create dashboard in one of the case study, correct? Have you ever created a dashboard
No,
in Tableau?
Tableau, no.
Not yet, Ishwan.
not yet.
Oh, we have never created a dashboard. All right. So how we create a dashboard is by clicking on this new dashboard sheet that you see. So these sheets are to create visuals. Then we have something called new dashboard. So we can create multiple dashboards. And then we have got something called story in Tableau. So first let's start with the dashboard. So this is how a typical dashboard sheet would look like. First thing pretty much I have to do once it comes to Tableau is resize the sheet, because typically they're very, you know, the width is so less that nothing can fit in. Now, the main difference that I feel when I work on Tableau versus Power BI is Power BI, when you are creating a dashboard, they don't look very raw, in the sense they don't look very they look pretty when you present it and all without much effort into it. But when it comes to Tableau dashboard, the layouting becomes a little challenge. It is not as convenient as it is in Power BI. So there are a couple of things we will be learning when we're doing dashboard. One is just to how to create a simple dashboard. We'll learn how to put containers into it for the layouting part. And then we'll also learn the designing side of it. In the sense, a lot of time what we can do that we can pre-design the background of our dashboards, and then we are going to drop the visuals in the design. Let me see if I have one open, a basic one. API, Shanky. These are just wanted to show you super store. So I think this one has it. So for example, if you look at this particular dashboard, you see, like over there, we had a lot of shapes in what do you call Power BI. Over here, we do not really have too many shapes. So if I want to put any kind of shapes, if I wanted some kind of shape to be there for my charts, if I wanted some shadow to be there in my chart, all those things typically are not there in Tableau. The color combination, some effects, some text that you want to put, those kind of things are not very easy in Tableau. So what we can do in order to make some pretty looking dashboards, we can make some templates in either a PowerPoint presentation, convert it into a image and then use it, or I use something called, which I keep forgetting all the time. It is used by all the UI UX designers. It's called, I'll try to remember tomorrow. Somehow this website, I forget a lot.
Platicon.
Not Platicon, that is for icons. This is for designing. Anyways, can't remember. So we can either, I'll tell you what website is this. We can either design there, or we can design in the PowerPoint presentation also very simply and make it as an image, pull it over here and then work with it. Just to give you an idea of how that happens, and then we'll do this in detail. So for example, I have this PowerPoint presentation. I can make it as a blank sheet. Over here also, I can make it as a completely blank. If you want to put any colors, right? How do you put colors? Where is it? Designs, right? You can put some backgrounds over here. You can put some, colors in the background. Then let's say, then we want to put some, what do you call? Over here, insert. And let's say pictures, we can put some shapes. Let's say I want to put some shapes over here. Correct? Not the, I think the worst possible combination I can think of. Something like this. And then copy paste. We can give some shadows to these over here. You have the shape effects. You can give a bit of shadow, and let's do this thing. I'm going to copy paste, and I'm going to copy paste, and I'm going to copy paste once again. And then let's say I want another panel over here for some icons. So all these kind of shapes we can insert and create a design ahead of time. And once these designs have been created, then we can convert this into we're going to convert it, print as like an image. Save as. Let's say I'm going to browse it, and I want to save it as a JPEG. This is the one, right? And file interchangeable form. JPEG. And I'm going to put it on the desktop as presentation 1. So do you want to export just this one? Okay, let's say this is done. Now, once you come to Tableau, over here, you are able to pull the images. So once you drop an image over here and do this, pull this image before anything else, choose an image, and an image, you can go to presentation 1 and fit image and click OK. So something like this will come up, right? And then we can start putting our dashboards over here. So if I had to bring a particular, what do you call, if I have to bring one particular visualization that you have created, then what do? We drop it in these areas. Right now, nothing will look nice to you because I have not sized it accordingly. First, we have to size our dashboard. Based on that, we put sizes in the templates, then we bring it over here. So the point being that we can develop this whole design in the back end, convert it into an image, and then put it as an image in the Tableau dashboard. And on top of that, in the gray areas that you see, that's where we are going to drop our charts. So once you look at the dashboard, it looks a little fancy, a little prettier, because over here, we don't have the luxury of themes. We don't have the luxuries of shapes in Tableau. It's a very, very basic thing that we do in Tableau. Okay, so we'll do that in detail, and I'll remember that website once we do it. But let's just get started. So this is my dashboard area. Like I said, first thing I want to do is I want to increase the size of the dashboard. Now, how do we do it? You see over here, the size is given. So you can click and you can increase the size of the dashboard. Once the size is as per what your requirement is, then we can drop the sheets that we have created. So over there in Power BI, you guys were creating within the dashboard. Over here, we create the visuals first and then drop it in the dashboard. So when you want to drop it, there are two ways of dropping. One is called tiled and one is called floating. Now, when you do it in the tiled mode, the way it works is when you drop particular image, the first image you will drop, it will take the entire area. Okay, and then the second image you want to drop, it will give you a placeholder to where you can drop. You can drop before, you can drop on top, at the bottom, on the right side. So you have to decide. So a very good thing would be first think about the layout of your entire dashboard, what chart would come where, and then start dropping it, because then moving it around is not very easy. So like this, I can, quickly drop all the visuals that we have created depending on where we want it. And this is called tiled. So it kind of adjusts itself over here, and very difficult to work, and doesn't look very good. Second thing you can do is you can work with floating. Now, when you work with floating, the way it works is when you drop it, it kind of drops as a small area, and you can move it around that where I want to place it, and you can resize this as per your requirement. So whatever, however you want it, wherever you want it, you can resize, you can move it around. So that's what happens in floating. So far, so good?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Ishani.
Yeah. Okay. So this is there. Plus, in order to get a dashboard title, you can click over here on the top. The dashboard title comes up over here. Sometimes we don't give the dashboard title. We just put kind of a text box, and then we write things around it. We can do some kind of coloring over here and so on and so forth. So this is a basic thing. So let's start doing this thing. I am going to take 5 more minutes. Remember, I missed my 20 minutes yesterday. So 5 more minutes I'll take. Let's do this thing out of the one that you've already created. In this dashboard, let's only concentrate on, let's put the top N over here along with I want the question number 2, question number 1, and will this make sense? Product, top N, top markets, top states. No. Okay, this is not looking nice. Okay, let's do this thing. Let's just drop these two. Drop the question number 1 and question number 2. Quickly create a dashboard where you're dropping the top 4, top 5, and you're also dropping the product ID 1. So let's give a title to it. Increase the size of your dashboard. Let's get the title. Let's put the title as let's name it. Give it a name. Ivy Coffee Company.
How to increase the size?
Off. For me or for you?
This dashboard.
Shweta? How to increase the size? Over here, this one. Click on the drop down. Increase the width.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
Okay. And then what I want you to do is, in this area that you have, I want you to drop the two things. One is the top end first, and let it be tiled. Okay, let's work with the tile for now. Top end, let's drop it. And right next to it, I want you to drop the product ID one also. Let's do it at the bottom. So it should look like your dashboard should look something like this. And let's rename the headers. I don't want question number 2 coming up. What should be the title of this chart? This should be top states based on sales. And okay. And this one is going to be budgeted versus actual sales and profit. Yes. And so your parameter also came in over here. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the parameters are going to work over here itself. And this legend, for example, it's sticking over here without understanding where to read or how to read this legend. So you can click over here and make it floating. Once you make it floating, you should be able to push it to the chart where it belongs. Like this, something like this. I can put it in the corner so that exactly a person would know where to read it or how or which chart it is for. Just do this thing. Let me know if you're done. If any problem is coming while doing it, while applying it. Are we done?
Yes. We can change orientation of this chart at any moment of time.
Orientation of this chart as in,
As in,
like it is one on top of the other.
Yeah.
You want to change that?
Yes, we can change it, right?
Never found it easy to work like that. Second. So,
I'm sensing that.
How to move top and profit over the
Shall
I think she's got disconnected again. She'll be joining back.
sorry about that, guys. All right, are we done?
Okay, Shani, one quick question. How to move
Yes,
these
please.
profit top and over the charts? I'm not
So
able
what,
to.
so everything is tiled right now, right? So when you click on this drop down, you will get an option of making them floating. So once it is floating, then you can move them around. Chitra, did you get that?
Yes, Shani. Thank you.
All right. So this takes time, okay? The layouting and all, like I said, it doesn't come very natural when you're working in Tableau somehow. At least for me, it's not very natural. So it does take time sometimes to figure out what is the best way of presentation. Let me know if you're done this much. At least we get started in the dashboard part and then we'll continue next week.
Yes, Shani, done.
One. What about others?
this is done.
Yes, Ishani.
Done. All right, all right. So then we can end the session here today. I'm going to save this file, upload it in the window as usual, and then we'll go from here. So how to put images in your dashboard, how to put a background in your dashboard, kind of what we did in themes. So themes was very easy. Over here, we'll have to work just a tiny bit extra, and then we'll finish this dashboard. What all we are left with, just to let you know, we are left with a little complicated calculation, just like how DAX was not that fun. In Power BI, we have something called LOD's level of detail. And then we have a little bit of analytics left. Then we'll do the cleaning, which is very easy, very fast. You will learn pivoting that we had done in Power BI, how to do it in Tableau, and then stories. That's it. Okay, that's why I'm also not rushing through a lot, because a lot of things you've done in Power BI, I just have to tell you how to do it over here. So it's fairly faster than that. All right. So enjoy your long weekend and have fun. Chanchal is ready with the assessment. And I'll see you guys back on Monday then.
Same to you. Have a
Same to you,
nice
Shani.
weekend,
Have a
Shani.
great
Thank
weekend
you.
ahead.